What's going on, my party people? We are back today with another video. Today it's actually going to be a gaming news related video. I know it's been a minute since I've done one of these. We had some interesting news come out today. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw it trending on Twitter. It was in regards to Sony securing a patent for a dual GPU. So I was curious. I wanted to look a little bit more into it, and I actually did some searching and found an article. Pop y'all over there. So as we can see here, this says Sony already has plans for a PS5 Pro. That's what a lot of people were saying that this obviously pointed to. Start of this article says, in the eternal struggle for console supremacy, a company cannot risk resting on its laurels. Console manufacturers actively look to the future, stay on the move, blah, blah, blah. Really a lot of fluff in the beginning, but it says in the first month of 2019, so man, very beginning of this year, before the PS5 was even announced, Sony filed a patent for a new kind of console. What makes it so special is that it borrows a page from a PC gamer playbook by stuffing 2 GPUs in the console. Double the card, double the graphical power. It is pretty crazy to think that they've secured this patent, and it sounds like they're already looking at a console, like the next console already. We just got the PS5, and we're already getting possible hints at a PS5 Pro. For those of you who are like me, who still have not been able to secure a PS5, this kind of news coming might mean that you're cool waiting. I mean, who knows? It is interesting because we actually haven't seen a ton of launch titles that showcase the full power of the PS5 since so many things have been backwards compatible. And now to already be hearing talks of a Pro version means that those Pro versions will now be enhanced, but then will they be held back at needing to be compatible with base model PS5, possibly even with PS4 games? I hope not. That is something interesting that I've learned recently, is that having games working for the next generation and the last actually hold the next generation back, because they can't put all their eggs into the basket of the next gen console. So I am curious to see how this will affect what titles are looking like. It says, according to the patent, the dual GPU console would work as a 1-2 punch. One graphics card renders part of the graphics. The second picks up from where the first card left off to complete the image. Using 2 graphic cards in tandem like this is common practice among hardcore PC gamers. So if you know a little bit about PC gaming, which I'm actually not versed in it, but I'm getting into that space, more to come soon. They're taking a hand from that book, instead of putting all the load onto one GPU, being able to split the load between the two to really boost your graphic power and increase your resolutions and your frame rate. So I mean, we just got that the PS5 can actually play, 4K gaming at 120 FPS. Who knows what we could see with a possible PS5 Pro? You might even be seeing 8K gaming regularly, or 4K at I don't know, 144, 240 hertz, who knows? But it's pretty cool to see that they're already thinking of this. If you scroll a little bit more to the bottom, it says the document mentions a light version with 1 GPU and a high-end version with 2 GPUs, as well as more storage and processing, which sounds suspiciously like what Sony did with the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro, minus the graphics card. Since the patent was filed long after the PlayStation 5 released, it demonstrated, if nothing else, that an upgraded PlayStation 5 is on Sony's mind and has been for some time. Wait, it was filed long after. It said they filed the patent in the first month of 2019, which would have been before I don't know, that's confusing. Maybe they just mean that it went through. Despite the age, it's too early to tell if Sony will follow through with its design and pave a multi-GPU future for console gaming, or if it was just a concept the company wanted to patent before anyone else. Wouldn't be the first time an organization weaponized patents to shut down competition. So, if nothing else, it's go ahead and pop y'all back over. If nothing else, it's something for them to do in order to compete. They've secured the patent, so now I guess if someone wants to look into a similar design, they got to work with Sony. They got to go through them. But I will say it has me a little bit intrigued. It has me. I kind of had gotten to the point that I was like, a PS5 not be happening for me in 2020. It's just they're super hard to get. But if they're really serious about the Pro version possibly coming out relatively soon, I might just take the hit waiting. I don't know, that's just me, but who knows? I know Miles Morales, I looked forward to being a PS5 launch title, and then it didn't truly come out as one since it came out for the PlayStation 4, which I'm not complaining about. Otherwise, I would have gotten a ton of spoilers and not been able to play the game for myself. But for example, Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man 2 should definitely be a true PS5 launch title where it is only on the PS5. If that's not coming out until, like, you know, a Pro version drops or a Slim or something, might be waiting on that. And then just whatever else titles. I know that there's actually not a lot of titles out right now, to be honest. So I'm interested to see where this will go. I think I'm gonna keep my eye on news related to this. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the news of this Sony patent where they secured, you know, the patent for a dual GPU console. I definitely think that, as people have said, it's console games taking a step towards like what PC games have been doing, as far as achieving higher frames along with higher resolution, as opposed to only mainly being focused on higher resolution. We're looking at some pretty steep console gaming. I wonder what the price would be too, because so the base PlayStation 4 was $100 less than the PlayStation 4 Pro. With a dual GPU, would you guys see this being $100 more? Sounds a little low, maybe 150, 200. And is that worth it? Would they do that for a digital version, digital dual GPU version, and a disc version? Who knows? Like I said, we're just gonna have to keep our eye on it. Thanks again for tuning in to another video. It was nice to do a little bit of gaming news again. I try to keep up with it, but it's just, I'm juggling a lot. And so trying to keep up with everything that's going on and all the news that I see on Twitter and YouTube gets kind of rough. Again, just continue to tune in the channel. We drop gaming news here. We also got gameplay videos, little montages or funny stuff, things that I just think are cool to talk about on the internet. Also, don't forget to help your boy out and boost the channel by leaving a like down below. Hit the subscribe button and, you know, turn on notifications. I try to upload a video at least once a week. I know lately I've been on a little bit of a binge of just uploading whatever, whenever, but for the most part, I try to stay at like a one video in at least 7 days from the last video. I won't necessarily say like a scheduled 1 day a week. It's like if I drop a video on like a Tuesday, I want to try to get another one by the next Tuesday. But if I drop, you know, something on Monday and something on Wednesday, as long as I drop something by the next Wednesday, that's kind of like the cadence I've been going at. Thanks for tuning in to another video from your boy, Jay Phrygian. Peace out.